welcome to FDN News. I'm Kaylee Hendrickson. The term fake news has been thrown around a lot during the election and post-election season. President Trump has accused multiple news outlets of being guilty of broadcasting, quote, fake news, going so far as to call many mainstream media the enemy of the American people. But many of you interpret the term fake news in different ways. Professor of Communication, Dr. Kevin Miller, explains the problem with calling published broadcast news fake.
Fake news in itself as a term implies that news can be fake, whereas journalistic principles say that there has to be a certain factual basis to what's reported, there has to be certain evidence supporting those facts, and sources need to be apparent and transparent.
President Trump has called networks like CNN, the New York Times, BuzzFeed, and CBS all fake news, but has labeled Fox and Friends as great. So what do you think? Let us know on our Twitter poll at FDN_news. With graduation right around the corner, it's time for many of you to start finishing your commencement paperwork. Graduating seniors can go to huntington.edu/commencement to fill out student information and alumni brick requests. Also be sure to talk to the registrar's office and the financial aid office to make sure that you are on track to graduate. So Noah, I heard our Lady Foresters put up a pretty decent fight last night.
Yeah, definitely. They actually played this past Tuesday down at Lucky Arena in Indiana Wesleyan. I'll let you know how they did after the break.
In light of the recent lockdown and security issues on our campus, SGA would first like to reassure the entire student body that we are doing everything in our power to make sure that security is a #1 priority. One of the best ways that students can stay safe on our campus is by being part of the campus alert system. This system sends a call, text, and email to your phone in the case of an emergency. Unfortunately, as was proven true during our last lockdown, nearly half the student body is not signed up for this alert system. We here at SGA and the HU administration want the safety of every student, and so we're encouraging everyone to make sure their information is in our system. Here's what you need to do. First, simply go to the portal at my.huntington.edu and sign in. From there, you click on the Students tab and scroll down to Add Campus Alert Data. In the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see Campus Alert Data form. Then you simply fill in your cell phone number, whether or not you want text messages, additional phone numbers, maybe for your parents, and additional email addresses. Simply fill in your digital signature and move to the next page, where it will ask you to review all your information and scroll down to the bottom and hit Submit. All your information will be in the system and you'll be alerted in the case of emergencies. The more students who sign up for this system, the safer our campus becomes. As part of the SGA Security Task Force, we welcome your input. And if you have any ideas about how to make our campus safer or just plain security concerns, please send me an email. Thanks everyone, and stay safe.
With conference tournament upon us, the Lady Foresters are wanting to make their mark on it so they will be able to go to the national tournament. Their first task was Indiana Wesleyan. This could have been Miranda Palmer, Allison Trout, and Gina Eisenhut's last game as a Forester, but the Foresters came out fighting. The Wildcats came out strong, but the Foresters came out stronger. Part of that was because the fans that traveled with Huntington. Miranda White had a very nice turnaround shot, and she had a great night in the post. FDN Sports' own Bryce Snyder and Logan Hunt doing their thing supporting the women's team. You can see Brooke Saylor scoring 2 of her 6 points of the night, but the story of the night was Miranda Palmer. She finished the game with 26 points. The women ended up winning the game at 79-59. The men's team were also there supporting their classmates and ended up going back to Indiana Wesleyan yesterday. Sadly, they lost the game 109-100 in overtime, ending their season. And the next game is actually going to be this Friday for the women, so that's going to be tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So you know what, the game this past Tuesday really brought a smile to our faces, Kaylee, but this weather, it's not looking so hopeful.
No, sadly you're right. As we look towards this weekend's weather, Friday will be isolated storms with a high of 67 and a low of 32.
And then for this Saturday, it's going to be cloudy, high of 32, low of 22. And then Sunday, wrapping up the weekend, it's going to be cloudy, partly sunny with a high of 45 and a low of 32.
Well, that's all we have for you in this week's installment of FDN News.
Remember, you can always check us out at forsterdigital.net and check us out on Twitter at FDN_news.
Have a great night.